All right, thank you so much, Jennifer. While the attention being brought to the Jewish population by the war in Gaza and the protest nationwide is giving rise to an increase in anti-Semitism across the country, including a disturbing discovery by a Eugene resident. Symbols and words of hate spray painted on his car, an act the victim says was targeted directly at him. NBC 16's Juliette Smith is there right now after speaking with the victim and the Eugene Police Department. Juliette?
Alan, this graffiti here is pretty hard to miss. And on the other side of the car, there is more graffiti. We are unable to share that with you, but I'm sure you can infer what that reads. Now, I spoke with the Anti-Defamation League today, who tell me that since this ongoing war in Gaza, there's an alarming rise in this blurred line between criticism towards the Israeli government and anti-Semitism like this towards your neighbors. Now, I learned more about these alarming statistics here in Eugene, and I also spoke with the Eugene Police Department about their investigation. Lon Nevler was awakened in the early hours of the morning to see a swastika, an offensive word, graffitied on his car.
I was bewildered why somebody who found out I was Jewish would do such a thing. Immediately I felt anger when I saw everything. And at that point, I didn't know what to do.
He believes it was premeditated. The person who did this not only knew his house, but he also knew Nevler's car.
And I felt really violated. I felt singled out and targeted for being Jewish.
This brought back memories from 40 years ago, when someone else vandalized his home with an anti-Semitic slur.
I had "Dirty Jew" written on my wall.
And now it's happening again.
Well, that's a violation of somebody's faith by ignorant people.
He says he's not an activist, but he has been posting about the Hamas attack on Israel and subsequent war in Gaza. He questions if this could have led to the hate crime.
It's an easy shape for somebody to recreate, and know that with a couple of pen strokes that you can express so much more than actually writing out any type of phrase.
The Anti-Defamation League reports that since October 7th, there's been a 182% increase in reported hate crimes across our state and a 53% increase here in Eugene.
The data confirms that what Jewish communities have seen, that we are calling attention to this before it escalates even more. And the statistics are not just numbers. They are your neighbors. They are your classmates. They are your colleagues.
Sergeant Dwayne Dorman with the Eugene Police Department says a detective has been assigned to actively work with the Jewish community and has been investigating this case.
Hate crimes are something that occur, and bias crimes, we do see them more often than we would like.
This is the second case of anti-Semitic vandalism we've seen in recent months. The Eugene Synagogue, Temple Beth Israel, was vandalized multiple times.
We try to show as a community that this type of behavior is unwanted. We focus on doing our best job that we can to solve the crime.
Nevler says police found the cap of the spray paint bottle and are testing it for fingerprints. His car insurance company says it'll take about a month to get seen by a repair shop. But in the meantime, he doesn't feel comfortable driving around with a swastika on his car. Well, Nevler says that people can be ignorant, but that is easily solved through awareness and education. Again, he did file a police report over this, and if you have witnessed an anti-Semitic crime, a hate crime, or a bias crime, you're encouraged to contact your local police department or call the Anti-Defamation League or call the Oregon Crisis Bias Response Line. Reporting live in Eugene, I'm Juliette Smith reporting. I'll send it back to you in studio, Alan.